Yo, what's your man JMC?
Yo, 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 it's your favorite Republican. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on? And we all going vocal. We back.
Hey, we talking because we got lips.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Hey,
Yo,
the government opened back up, huh?
yeah, yeah. I see. I know they happy. So-
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
Imagine,
just
imagine they
listen.
took 60 days of paychecks from you.
The hell yeah, the back pay is crazy. Right on time for Thanksgiving and the holiday
Mm.
for some who ever celebrate those holidays. But it's definitely a need for the people who've been out of work, for the people who've been working and wasn't getting paid. Um, I'm happy for them. Happy for those families.
Word, word, word.
That's hella crazy. Um, Shout out to Men Achieving Change. I did a panel yesterday. I spoke on a panel. We talked about a wide array of things. I think we should get them on the show sometime soon.
Nah,
Um,
they. I think that's a good look. I remember I went to was that their first kickoff they did last year?
mhm.
That was their first little event last year, and it was cool. It was definitely cool, man. It was definitely cool. So I definitely would love to have them on.
Yeah, we got to do that soon. It was interesting. What brings me here today, because I don't want to spend a lot of time holding the audience up. We like to try to get to the point when we discuss our topics. Celebrating our felons was something it was a point that came up yesterday, and with the new release of Max B coming home, I mean, salute to the people who are incarcerated, but I want to celebrate more so the people who are wrongfully incarcerated, like the Central Park Five. You know what I'm saying? Because I think those are people who really, really should be celebrated. But we celebrate felons, and which is crazy, and I see it. It's a popular trend, not just in the black community, but I'm learning that in every community.
Hey, you see on what was that? Goodfellas. When
Yeah,
Henny came home, they was all waiting for him.
yeah,
Making sure he didn't, he got pinched. Making sure he didn't talk.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
hey, it's celebrated. I was just thinking along the lines when you were just saying that. Like, I'm like, well, if somebody was wrongfully accused, of course, you definitely want to see them exonerated. You want to see them, you know, free of all charges, and you want to welcome them home with support. That kind of thing. I could dig it, and I guess people feel the same way about their family member as well. Like, regardless of what their charge may be, you just
Mm-hmm.
glad that they home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Glad that they
Mm-hmm.
home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I
And
agree.
what the Max B did? What, 17?
You know what? I don't know. 11, 12? I'm not even sure. I can't even be for certain. But yeah, he did a grip.
Yeah, and it seemed like he coming home to a soft landing. So we'll see
Very
what
soft.
he can do with it. I wonder if he's looking to still entertain a career in rap.
Yeah, he jumped right back in. He jumped right back in. He hit the studio as soon as he came home. I think they took him to. I'm lying. He went to a Jets game. Then he came home like a Friday, Saturday. He was at a Jets game that first Sunday, and then he was in the studio that Monday or either that Sunday night. So he
Mm.
already got projects in the working. He got. I mean, salute to his new nuptials. He got married. Um, he married the woman that he met in prison.
Mm.
And when he got out, they got married. So, shouts to the union for them too. But yeah, I'm learning that it says, yes, people from all racial backgrounds, including white people, may celebrate the release of a friend or family member from prison. This is a personal or familiar event, not race specific culture practices. So it's just saying that everybody do it. Everybody does it based on we all, I mean, again, this is new for me because I see it on black social media. I've never seen on any other social media. I see where you get like, and then it be the likes, I guess, that get me because I look at like when Calvin goes to college or goes to college or graduates from the police academy, you might get 53 likes. But when Killer comes home from prison, you're getting 1,000 likes. I think that'd be the thing that killed me, because I think that we don't put enough emphasis on success stories.
I think it's so sad that our lives have boiled down to likes. You know,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this is what our life has boiled down to, likes. Social media.
Well, well, and I can only say that because we some of these people we don't know that we don't know them personally. But I will just say I could go back to utilizing like from the people we do know. If a hustler comes home, if the dope dealer who came home, a convicted felon, got caught with 20 bricks, but he ended up getting his time cut for whatever reason, whether he snitched, whatever he did to get out of his time. If he did a stint and he comes home, somebody's handing him 6 stacks or more. As soon as he touched down, he's getting 6 stacks or more, guaranteed. So, but when Calvin graduates college, he's not getting 6 stacks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it's not just about the likes; it's about the celebration. And I think like we don't spend enough time celebrating our successes, and more so we think successful is you did time and you ain't tell. So you a success story. You know what I'm saying? And look at the party through Meech until they found out he's a snitch. Now you don't see him on no platform.
So they saying he is. Oh God.
That's what they saying. Again, it makes me no difference. Nonetheless, anybody, if you come home and you repent, you change your life. Kudos to you. I just say make the best. Hopefully, like with Max B, you make the best out of a situation that God has granted you. Because to me, that's a second life. So now you got to do right by the people who supported you.
Hmm.
Because it's a slap in the face if you go back to jail at this point.
No, no, I agree. I think that I don't know. I just think that I know as you were talking, it made me think of somebody that was close friend of ours, and we actually had them on the show. And they went away. They did a nice stretch,
Mm-hmm.
but we were happy to see him. We celebrated him when
Mm-hmm.
when he touched down. And another thing I'm thinking of this person, their character was their character. There was a really good character. Their name was good. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't had no bad name or no. You know what I'm saying? And people celebrated him coming home. I mean, granted, everybody know what he done. I mean, those who know, they know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Guilty is charged. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
guilty is charged. It's unfortunate that he got served as much time as he did. The law was being the law, and
Yeah.
he served them. But we all celebrated him coming home. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because we looked at him as like a good dude. Like he shouldn't have. That wasn't for him, but it was for him. You get what I'm
Yeah, because
saying?
he had to pay the pay the time for the crime.
Yeah, he had to pay the piper. So
Yeah.
um, I don't know. It just seems so. And I get the point that you're making. Like we celebrate the negative, right? But we downplay the positive, right? And so someone getting released from prison, like you said, will get more attention than someone getting a degree. You get what I'm saying? No, and I get it. Just we just live in a backwards society. Seems like you know what I'm saying. Our society just seems so upside down because of the fact of negative wins, right? And which it should,
Mm-hmm.
which it seems like negative win, but I'm pretty sure, you can't be everywhere all the time. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure there are some positives that are being highlighted, but being
Mm-hmm.
that you can't be everywhere all the time, you
Yeah.
know. You don't see it.
So so I just use social media as a resource. So and again, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think that there are stories because, to be honest with you, the Central Park Five did get a great big. They got celebrated for a while once they got exonerated, and even when they got revisited when they brought the movie out, the biopic of everything that happened. So I think that their story was big, so it was really big. So they did get celebrated, but as it should, because there's a lot of people who get wrongfully accused that we never really hear about.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's some you. It was a couple of years ago. Old guy from New York. Um, he got. They found out he didn't. He was locked up for. They did like life,
Hmm.
and then they found out he wasn't the person who actually did it, and they released him. But it was like, and again, it was new. Local news. They going to present it, then they go sweep it under the rug, and you don't hear anything else about it. But that's for me. That's the time it should have been on social media. It should have been a big story. It should have been. It should have been a lot of interviews. It should have been all the things you see right now with the celebrities who get incarcerated. I think it should be the same thing as really for us, the people, not so much as the fact because they make Max B out, and I hate to use him as a resource, but they make him as if he was like 50 Cent and coming. And to be honest with you, Max B was just a writer, and he wrote choruses, hooks. He wasn't even like T Pain caliber at all.
Hmm.
But the way they exploit him now, you would think he was the next T Pain.
But with that being said, could he have possibly have been if he hadn't got incarcerated? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, 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 no. And that's what I'm saying. So I think it was just the fact that everybody kept his name in the air. They just kept his name. They made him hot. They made him hot. And again, I kudos to his people because that was a big deal. Because right now he's probably New York right now needs a hero in the music because nobody in New York right now is making any real noise. So they need a hero. So he's home now. So they're looking for him to be the next New York hero.
Outside of, to me, in my eyes, Griselda,
Yeah,
they movement is
they got the
to me,
flag.
they movement is like it for New York. You understand what I'm saying? But if he could be the if he could revive it, I mean, hey, take a shot, take a crack at it. You understand what I'm saying?
For
Yeah.
me, for me, I still think the Locks, Griselda, I think they still got it. For me,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know, um, but again, like I said, everybody's stuck on new wave, so they feel like Dipset didn't do what they could have done. Jim Jones didn't do what he could have done. But they feel like they created a swag. So Max B was I guess was the inventor of that swag that Dipset is carrying. So so it's like now everybody fighting for the spot. So he's supposed to be the successor, whatever New York is to become.
Again, good luck. Like if you could
Yeah.
do it, you could put it on your back by all means. Run with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't even know who's doing it now. To be honest with you, I don't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know. And then, as you were talking, I just think about like in the era where we grew up in, and being as we grew with hip hop. We're probably the same age as hip hop. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so nostalgic, we got always gonna have an affinity and attachment to it. Not
Yes.
even nostalgic, culturally, it's like embedded in us.
And us, yes, everything
You
we
know what I'm
do.
saying? And to see that, whatever generation is doing whatever they doing now, I don't know. Like I don't listen to a lot of this new rap. Like I just don't. I really just
Hmm.
don't listen to it. Like, and no disrespect to none of the young artists that are out. I don't know. Just my ears. aren't trained to catch that pattern or catch that auto tune or whatever it
Hmm.
is that they doing. My ears just is not inclined for stuff like that, to be honest with you. So drill music, I don't know nothing about it.
That's not your drink. It's okay.
No, no,
That's
no.
not your drink.
So if, like I said, if he can come home and if he can make something out of it, we could turn something into nothing. By all means, take your shot. I mean, but isn't that part of what going to prison is? Coming home and changing your life. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can
And
change it, then by all means, do it.
no, absolutely. That's what they said, like what that's called, and this is a universal, also, this is a universal term. That's called the coming home party. So, and that's done through all nationalities within the United States. Now, I don't know if they do that globally, but I know all ethnicities in the US, they have what's called the coming home for party for any loved one or friend who's released from prison, guilty or not guilty.
Shit, I don't know. In some other countries, you don't even go to jail. It's death. You understand what I'm saying? So
Shit, Dubai, they taking limbs off.
yeah, it's death. Like you ain't coming home, But it is what it is. I don't know. It just again, I wish the brother nothing but success. Right? The brother has given a system a lot of time of his life
Absolutely,
that he can't
absolutely.
back, and it would behoove him to move forward. Right? I mean,
Absolutely, absolutely.
you left a lot of people behind. You seen people come, you seen people go. You lost people while you were in there. Like it's just best that you could just pick up the pieces and just live life on life terms by moving forward. You know.
Absolutely, 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 absolutely.
Now, so I just hope that he does what he does and he can do what he can do.
Yeah, I would just say this, and I would just say this before we close out. I think that again, when I think that we need to, especially in today's climate, with everything that's going on, we got a president that's damn, he not going to jail. That's one. And I think we need to, I'm a call to action. We need to be more unified in everything that we do. Um, you see the shit now, and it's a get your shit together moment too. What the thing that happened with Ja Rule. Now I'm not even a Ja Rule fan. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, do I like some of his music? Yeah, but I'm not a Ja Rule fan. Now I don't dislike him. I don't know him. I'm just like, I'm not. I'm on the fence with it. So, but what happened to him a few days ago shouldn't have happened. Now they're saying Max B people. He was at the concert, the Brandy Monica concert, and Max B and them was there too. Now they reported that some people from his entourage either jumped him at the concert or jumped him at a restaurant after the concert. One or the other. Ja Rule said it's fake, but they're saying it's real because they said he was in the hospital. And they said he was beat up pretty bad. They kept him overnight. I don't know how true that is. Then they have some video footage, and it looked like it's Ja Rule getting into a fight with somebody, but it looked like it was at the concert. So it's conflicting stories, but if it's true, and if they did have a face off, that's the shit we gotta stop.
But what would his beef be with Ja Rule?
That's what I said. I have no idea. That shit's still unfolding.
I
Though it be little things like it could be the entourage. It didn't even have to be him necessarily. It could be one of them things where either Ja Rule was with his people, it was some people. Hood. Everybody feel like everybody want to be bigger than the artist. So sometimes your entourage sometimes can act like they bigger than you, the artist, or they want to try to get they stripes. So they want to. I mean, again, I don't know what happened because I've never known them two to even have an issue.
I just you know what I'm learning now, right? And this is for everybody to kind of pick up on it. Either you do or you don't, right? I'm learning you can't believe nothing you see on the internet, right?
Absolutely.
What we were just talking about this with artificial intelligence, anything can be recreated, right?
Mm.
So you can't believe what you see. This is what I'm learning to believe. You
Yeah.
can't believe what you see on the
Go
internet,
ahead.
so because it's just it might not necessarily be true. It can be just made up, you know.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know if they are if it is a beef, if it did happen, you know, prayers go out to Jaru that he's all right. And if it did happen, then bro, you barking down the wrong tree for somebody that just came home. Like yet you already trying to start some stuff and get into some stuff. Like
And
you need.
even if it ain't him, his people. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
if you surround yourself with people that get into things like that, it could land him back in jail. It
Correct.
could. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta that's what I mean when I say we don't stick together enough. It gotta be my call to action is be unified. Like none of that shit you guys are in the well, I can't not the entourage, but the artist himself, your biggest investment is your talent. So you're there to display your put your talent on display to make you more successful. So the last thing you should be doing is looking for you or be around anybody that's gonna get you jammed up. Because again, you just came home from doing a stint. You landed to Republicans' point. You landed softly. You landed. You fell in a pit of money, in a pit of success. So the last thing you want to do is go back to where you just came from.
Hmm.
See where Diddy at. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that. So anything you do right now should be. I don't want to say tiptoe, but everything should be done in peace and in love and staying out of the way.
It's weird how they getting all these videos of Diddy in the slammer, but yeah, I don't know. But
See,
I think my get your shit together would be, you know, with this artificial intelligence, you know, people just be careful, man. Just be careful what you see. I mean, be careful what you consume and thinking that it is reality. Because sometimes some of the things that you're seeing aren't reality. You understand what I'm saying?
exactly, exactly.
So just be careful with that and get your shit together. If you running around here just spreading all kinds of AI news, right? Fake news, because it's fake news, really. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really got no clear cut understanding if it really happened or didn't. You know what I'm saying? So,
And
my
if you
get your
go
shit
ahead,
together.
yep, got you. And if you black, you whack because you selling your people out because you should be doing that for clicks because you selling your people out just to make some money. So get your shit together. No,
I think
on that.
I don't think
Good.
it's necessarily a race thing because I think they all do it. To be
No, I
honest,
know they.
you know
No, I know they all do it, but I'm speaking only for us because we're the ones when everything going on. We're the ones that they're trying to keep out. We're the ones that selling each other to be successful. We're the ones who, when you look at the money train, we're the ones losing. So it's to our own detriment that we not hurt each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough of us building each other. We tearing each other down. And when you see stuff like the AI, that's coming from us. And if it is, what I'm saying is, if it's not, that's fine. But if it's coming from us, you're more part of the problem than the solution.
what
And you're doing it for clicks. It's the same way how there's a reason why we don't do gossip sites. That's the reason why, because our goal is not to hurt people for clicks. You know
I'm
what I'm saying? So and that's the difference. So that's my point. But
saying.
I ain't gonna get too deep on that.
No, I get that. I get it. You know, but it is what it is. But like I said, we come on here and we talk. This just our opinions.
Yes,
Opinions of
yes,
no one else. It's just Jam's opinion, my opinion,
that's it.
and we just like everybody else. We all got one. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly,
We all
exactly.
got. You know what I'm saying? We just giving it to you from our lenses. This is the way we see it,
That's
and
it.
that's it. We just sharing it from our perspective. So you know, don't take nothing what we say to the bank because it could be fake news too. You
News,
know what I'm saying?
news is
But
limited news. Yeah, you're right.
right, right. So just everybody be on point. That's all I'm saying. Be on
You
point.
get your shit together because
That's
we've
it.
gone vocal,
That's
and
it.
that's what it is. Peace.